turns out there were some things waiting for me while I was in London. Hi folks, Steven here. We've got sort of a double feature unboxing. While I was out in London, of course, some things did come in. First one is here, second one is coming up. First thing we obviously have to do here is take care of some of the packaging so we can open it. So let's do that. Alright, so we do the usual cutting around the edges. Let's see what we've got here. So the green tissue paper, as usual, means this came from Japan. Yep, you probably guessed this is the Sun and Moon Super Music Complete Collection. Now this was released digitally in the US on iTunes. I kind of actually recommend you get it that way unless you really need the physical thing, because this costs a lot less, especially once you include shipping. But all the same, if you are curious, let's take a look. So we have the nice one of the legendaries in the front and the other one on the back. I haven't actually quite finished the game, so the names are not quite there for me yet. So let's get the plastic wrap off and see what we got inside here. See what we find inside here. So we've got one of the deities or whatever. The terminology, like I said, I haven't finished the game. It's still a little Greek to me. But let's take a quick look through this booklet first. All right, as you might expect, track listing. This has, I believe, 4 discs in it. And then there's a little bit of discussion here. Go Ichi knows. And let's see, Minako Adachi, I think? Junichi Masuda, of course. They all had a little bit to say here about the music from the games. We have some screenshots talking about some of the sort of the key events. Nice little picture right there of the starters. But this is what you get when you buy the physical product. Kind of wish they would translate the booklet for the digital version, but oh well. Looks like we go through each of the main islands here. And some stuff in the back. You have some Team Skull Grunts talking. And you notice over here we have the Rotom decks. But we also have the sort of Z-Ring accessory that you can get with the game. It's a boombox there. I'm not sure what that means. Is there some sort of audio interaction going on? Kind of strange there. And we've got a QR code to get to the some website associated with the product. So that's the booklet. Again, this is a 4-disc collection. They have been for the last couple generations, so that's not unexpected at all. Let's see if we can get to the back discs. Oh, that's right there in a separate compartment. One of them fell off. And you see we have more of the, I guess, they're not the Ultra Beasts. Those are the ones that come from the wormholes. But the various deities, protectors of each island. Underneath, this does list some staff, as well as having a nice rendered map of some of the islands. I'm guessing the other side is the same. Yep, more map there. So that's what you get with the physical version. It does obviously present a little more nicely, but it's kind of hard unless you're a serious collector for me to justify spending the extra money to get it. All right, so this would be a double feature, and indeed. So this is something I bought off of eBay while I was actually in London, and amazingly it made it in. We actually had a pretty big snowstorm over the weekend here in Wisconsin, and so I guess I picked a good weekend to be out of the country. All right, so there are 2 CDs in here. First one's a copy of the first movie soundtrack. That's not why I bought this. It was just part of the 2 CD lot. This is a little more interesting, I would assume, isn't it? And so it says totally Pokemon Pop. I'm not sure exactly how this was distributed. It might have been a tie-in with a promotion that was done with the second movie, I believe actually involving Kellogg's Pop-Tarts, but I'm not 100% sure. I know there was such a promotion. I don't know if this is the product of it. In any case, it has some music from Pokemon 3. And there's Innocence down there, To Know the Unknown, which Anne should be getting on her Patreon feed, our discussion of that song, along with the Japanese equivalent from the third movie. Pichu and Pikachu, their colors here seem to be a little bit off. They should be a little bit more bright yellow. I'm not sure why that is. We take a look at the back here. So this is kind of a little mini CD that we have. It has the Pokemon Johto theme from Pokemon 3, the movie. Don't know if that's it should be the movie version, I suppose. To Know the Unknown with Innocence. And a medley of hits, so I'm guessing this is just a couple of samples from there. The Best at Being the Worst. So this is interesting. This is from the Pokemon Live show. So this is one of the ways one of those tracks made it out there. Well, let's take a look at the actual discs then. Alright, nothing too special here. Pikachu and Pichu, the colors look a little bit better, but still not quite right there. But there are certain limitations when you print an image on a CD in terms of what colors you can use, especially back then, I would guess. But there you go. So this is sort of a kind of an interesting little rarity. Like I said, it may have been tied into that Pop-Tarts promotion. I'm not 100% sure, because I'm pretty sure that there was a song from Pokemon Live on there. But yeah, so this is a neat little trinket. None of these are exclusive, but hope you enjoyed this. All right, folks, thanks.